It's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got a special video, guys. Man, today we're going to be doing a banner review on the new Ultra Rising Call Me Super Vegito banner. So you guys know, throughout the years, every time they drop, or not the year, just throughout the month, whenever they do drop a Ultra unit, it's not like that's the only time they're going to drop that specific banner for that Ultra unit, like Kyle King Goku, Ultra Vegeta, Broly, USV, and then eventually down the line they're going to start revisiting Ultra Vegeta Blue and stuff. So they brought USV back, and you guys basically know that they're starting to drop these banners because there's going to be a new LF coming soon. So it just only makes sense that they drop this banner, and then they drop the Sparking Limit Break banner as well. So that means there's something that's coming up pretty soon. They want you to spend as much of your current resources as possible, and then once the new LF banner, they want you to go back and spend more money on the game. You guys already kind of know you already know what they're trying to do. You already know what they're trying to do to bring back these return banners for a reason, bro. There's a reason, because there's gonna be a new banner coming soon. So if you guys do find this video to be helpful, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, man. Road to 13K. I appreciate all the love. Turn on the notifications so whenever I do go live or post a video, you guys get notified. Make sure you guys like up the video so more people can see and this helpful guide for them. And without further ado, let's get on with the banner. So you guys know, with these banners, you can go like Z Powerless. The most valuable units to get off this banner is really the top 5 right here. So Super Vegito, Vegeta Blue, Majin Vegeta, Kid Buu, and then Super Vegito. Everybody else is just pretty meh. Like all these sparkers are literally on every single banner. So it's like you're not somewhere looking to get Green Mai or something like that, because she's on like literally every banner. So those are really the units that you're looking for. Even like the latest units is all the way up to Green Broly. So like all these units you just don't see in top rank like that. You might see some Klakus and all that stuff, but you're just at a disadvantage if you're trying to use these units right now. Like none of them are really in a great spot in terms of top rank PvP in this sense. You don't see none of those units at all. So let's take a look at these 5 units, because like I said, these are the most 5 valuable units on the banner, because you guys know Ultra banners just in general just sucks. So let's actually talk about Super Vegito. Now Super Vegito is a pretty solid LF. I think he's solid. I think the problem with him is that Ultra Vegeta Blues is better, and that's pretty much it. Like the only thing that you can say Super Vegito has is just some type of support for the team for them to hit harder, but it is like, other than that, you pretty much are going to use, if you have Ultra Vegeta Blue, you're using them over Super Vegeta. Now the thing that makes Super Vegeta super valuable now is that since Ultra Vegeta is a purple fusion, his Zenkai buff does purple sands, and then his Regular Zero does fusions. Like this is like obviously like the best Zenkai ability for Ultra Vegeta Blue. So you do have Ultra Vegeta Blue, and you pull copies of Super Vegeta, it's not going to be that bad, because especially if you don't have Super Vegeta at 14 stars and you're trying to get him to 14 stars, his 14 star Z ability is arguably one of the most valuable in the game, because he's getting that extra, I think it's 12 health or 14 health on top of the strike, attack, and defense. So that's just super amazing. So if you're close to getting him to 14 stars, or you have him at 14 stars, like that's just an amazing Zenkai bench for Ultra Vegeta Blue, bro, because he's getting so much. And then like I said, he's also helping the team with more health, bro. You can never complain about having more health for your team, bro, because you just take more damage and it just takes longer to kill your units. You have a great chance of maybe even surviving Rising Rush. Health is amazing. So this Z ability is literally, he's the best Zenkai ability for Ultra Vegeta Blue. So if you do have Ultra Vegeta Blue, Super Vegito, getting him to at least even at 7 stars, just having him at the Zenkai level, the Zenkai buff Gogeta Blue is really nice. So Super Vegito, like I said, Super Vegito himself is pretty okay, but you're pretty much there to use him for Ultra Vegeta Blue. I mean, if you don't have Ultra Vegeta Blue, I mean, he's solid, but I wouldn't even recommend bringing the purple for real. Not gonna lie to you, but I mean, some people do be making Super Vegeta work. It's just Ultra Vegeta Blue just so much better than him. It makes no sense. So especially if you're rocking a fusion team, you don't really see Super Saiyans as well. Like I don't see Super Saiyans at all, bro. I remember Super Saiyan was like everywhere, and next thing you know, people just stop rocking Super Saiyans. So let's hop into Zenkai Vegito Blue. Zenkai Vegito Blue he's one of those units that's a pretty solid Zenkai. I think the problem with him is like you're starting to really see his last 2 unique abilities not being all that effective really taking effect now. Like Of course, he needed the stats, but he really needed a little bit more damage inflicted buffs, and the last two abilities really doesn't help him out. Like, he gets some stuff when he's by himself, and he doesn't get that much damage inflicted buffs from those last two. Not even like 50 strike damage or something like that. Something crazy, or not even crazy, but something that's pretty good in terms of damage. You're kind of starting to see him aging out a bit. But if you don't have Ultra Gogeta, he's still a solid blue fusion unit. God Key, I'd say Zamasu is better. I just feel like Zamasu is the overall better unit, but you can use him to Zenkai buff Zamasu. In terms of God Key, just Zamasu fulfilling that defensive role, having that rise and rest control in a sense is really nice for the team. So I'd rather rock Zamasu over him. But in terms of fusions, Ultra Gogeta is better, Super Gogeta is better, but if you don't have Super Vegeta, he can still, Vegeta Blue can still put in some work. Like I said, the strike damage, he has blast armor. His ultimate damage, hits pretty hard. I think it's starting to kind of age out a bit as well, but there is a chance that he can do a ton of damage off his ultimate ability if you play your cards right. Now, like I said, he's pretty solid. I'm not saying that he's trash or anything. He's just a really solid Zenkai. Now, I just wish that he's kind of in the position that he's going to have to get applied to give him some extra damage inflicted buffs, because since they botched his Zenkai abilities, his last two, he kind of needs a little bit more damage inflicted. Now you guys will kind of see him age out a bit, but all in all, he's still pretty solid, but nothing crazy. Just like Super Vegeta, like they're both solid. Like both of these Vegetas, they're both solid. It's just that they're not like where they once was when they first got their Zenkai. So let's hop into Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta is pretty interesting because the last two banners, like Vegeta Clan did get some buffs. They had Tag 4s, they had Trunks and Vegeta. Like Majin Vegeta is he the best blue for? Is he the best blue for Vegeta Clan? Yeah, you can say that. So the whole Trunks and him, right? But he's one of those units that, like, I don't think he's like, there's nothing really wrong with him for real. I just don't think people are just really using him. Like, there's just other blue Saiyans that people probably want to use over him. It's not really, I don't really see an issue with Blue Majin Vegeta, maybe because he can ramp up now. He has ways of sustaining damage and healing every time he lands a strike card. His blue card can do some crazy damage. He has an AoE green card. He can notify card check off his main ability. The blue card does some good damage if you can definitely ramp up with him. I guess it's one of those things where, like, even though Vegeta Clan got the buffs, they kind of still need some type of role fulfilling units, like a support unit. Of course, they have that red EX unit, but how many people are really gonna have that red EX Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta? And then in terms of like a defensive type of anti-rush type of person, they don't really have that for Vegeta Clan. You could rock them on a Saiyans team. You could definitely rock them on you could rock them on like a Fusion Warriors Saiyans team. You could rock them as your main blue if you don't have Super Gogeta or if you don't really like Vegeta Blue like that. You could definitely plop him on a Saiyan team where you can make him work with a, say for example, with like Tag 4s and Ultra Vegeta Blue, because they buff Saiyan Super Vegito. So like, I think he has somewhat of some value if you just rock him on the Saiyan team. Maybe not Vegeta Clan. You could definitely rock him with Vegeta Clan as well too, right? So I mean, I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's bad at all. I just think that just people just don't really use him. But I really don't see any really major flaws with him. It's just, he just kind of just been under the rug for real. So I think he's an okay LF Zenkai as well. I think he's a good LF Zenkai as well. Like, nothing really wrong with him, just people just don't use him. So let's hop into Kid Buu. I obviously say out of these LFs, I think Kid Buu is actually the worst one in terms of just value. Right, like of course his kit is pretty nice, but our problem with Kid Buu is like you really want to stay with him and take advantage of the green card, get your advantage back, and the longer he stays in the field, he keeps giving you the damage inflicted debuffs for the enemy, let them get more damage, and he gets to increase his advantage gauge, he gets to have ki, and he wants to stay in the loop for a very long time, but he doesn't have the damage to back up him staying in the field for a very long time. So Kid Buu region is down bad, and I think Kid Buu is actually like the third best blue region on that team. I believe that Omega Shenron EX Omega and Blue Zamasu is better blue units than him. So of course he has a plaque. He's gonna be one of those units that needs a Zenkai, and he needs the stats. He needs more damage inflicted buffs for him to see value again. Because his Z ability is amazing, but I'd rather use EX Omega Sunrise and Blues and Mouse for him any time of the day. So, like I said, his kit is pretty nice, but he just doesn't have the damage to back it up. He's a pretty squishy unit as well, especially with Vegeta Blue and Beast Gohan being able to one combo units to death. Like he can't really sustain no damage for real. And trust me, I have a 14-star Kid Buu, so I mean I know what he can and can't do. So definitely the worst LF out of here in terms of just value wise, bro. Because regen, his main team is regen. PO, you don't really see PO. So regen, and like I said, there's 2 other blue regen units that I believe is better than him. So definitely the worst LF out of here for sure. So hopefully his Zenkai definitely helps him out. So USV, we're gonna talk about the main unit. USV is actually a top 10 unit now, bro. Especially with Vegeta Blue, you can rock them together. He has that defensive mechanic of his gauge, where you can kind of just stall time right there. They tap blast you, they pop a strike. You can have a free nice damage right there. You pop the strike card, and then you know if I cover chance for 10 time counts, which some people actually get when he pops his little his gauge and stuff. But other than that, bro, like I don't really see him having no issues, bro. Like, of course he's gonna run into Red Pan, but most of the time when people rush, they get rid of Red Pan anyways. So that's pretty much the only red you really see in top rank PvP is Pan. And most of the time you rock Pan on movies. If you're able to get your Dragon Ball as fast as possible, you rush, the odds of them sacking off Pan is going to be like 9 out of 10. Especially if you have Vegeta Blue on your team, or you just nullify Rise and Rush, they're not going to throw Beast Gohan in there. And they're definitely not going to go Ultra Vegeta Blue. So I definitely think his value is nice right now. Of course, Pan kind of slows him down in terms of him doing long combos, because she just reduces ki every time she gets hit. But he has ways of going type neutral with his green card and his main ability when he loses an ally. So I don't think he's in a bad spot at all. I think he's in a really good spot, especially him being yellow. One of the main few yellows that can kind of slow down Vegeta Blue in a sense. So his value definitely went up for sure with Ultra Vegeta Blue, because you can rock them together, and he has endurance. So if you make him really tanky enough, maybe he could survive Rise and Rush. But every time I rock USV, they still be killing. But if you make him super tanky, he probably has a way of just slowing down UDB for a little bit. So I think his value's up there. So in my just taking a look at this banner, should you summon on it as a fusion main? I think you guys should pretty much summon on his banner, bro. USV is a core unit for fusions, even Saiyans, bro. Even if you want to rock him on the Saiyans team, you can. He's definitely the best yellow. Goku 4, I mean, well, not the best yellow, because Goku 4 is better. But in terms of like a pure Saiyan team, you could definitely rock him on the Saiyan team, just having endurance, having some type of rise and rush control. Fusions, he's definitely core. You have USV, you have Super Vegito here, that's going Zenkai buff, what's the name? They're going Zenkai buff, Ultra Vegeta Blue, and then this Vegeta Blue is not a bad blue for the team, right? He's not a bad blue. Of course, Super Vegeta is better, Ultra Super Vegeta is better, but this guy, he could definitely still put up some solid damage. And then Majin Vegeta's okay, like he's okay. You can't really say that he's trash, but he's definitely not amazing right now. But he's still a solid LF, and then Kid Buu is basically just the worst one out of them all. So, if you're fusion mains, I would definitely summon. I'll definitely summon for sure. But that's the problem is like, do you guys even have enough Chrono Crystals to summon for USV? Because I know all you guys are still chasing the Ultra Vegeta Blue banner. The Ultra Vegeta Blue banner, oh, did it disappear? Oh, it disappeared already. But like, I know a lot of you guys spent a ton of Chrono Crystals with Ultra Vegeta Blue, so I don't even know if y'all fusion Saiyan mains even have enough Chrono Crystals for this banner. But if you guys do, you know, try to get him to the 10 stars for sure. Like, he's definitely starting to age out. Getting him at 10 stars is definitely the mark for sure. Because at 9 stars, they get the extra damage inflicted buffs. But other than that, I think this banner is actually pretty solid. I think this banner is probably the most valuable banner out of all the Ultra banners, surprisingly. So, yeah, if you do main fusions, I think you should summon. Try to get USV to 10 stars for sure, because, like I said, he's starting to age out. Super Vegito, Zenkai buffs, UGB, and then Vegeta Blue is not bad. Kid Buu is trash, and then Majin Vegeta, he's pretty okay. So, hopefully this video helped you guys out. Like, comment, subscribe, and we're real, man. I'm out. Peace.